This is a babysitter's nightmare. The person that shared this story said that when she was in high school, she used to babysit these two kids. Their parents were very rich. Well, one day, the babysitter brought these two kids out to eat with some money their parents gave her. The little one ordered some chicken nuggets off the kids' menu, but the older one, I want this. That's a $55 steak, Casey. Why don't we get something off the kids' menu? I want this one. I'm sorry, but that's way too expensive. You can pick something else. This lady kidnapped me. No, I didn't. I'm their babysitter. No, she kidnapped me from my house and she took me here. I'm calling the police. The restaurant worker then called the police. The kid's mom had to leave work, come to the restaurant with both kids' birth certificates to prove that she was actually the mother. That's crazy. When she was in second grade, her older sister got glasses, and instantly she wanted a pair of glasses as well. So she told her parents.
I can't see the board at school.
So they take her to the eye doctor. He does a test and she's pretending like she can't see. 2 minutes in, he says, yeah, she's lying. She can see fine. But her parents still believed her, and they're like, no, you better give her some glasses. He writes a prescription, and just like that, a week later, her glasses are ready. At first, she loved them, even though she couldn't really see in them because, well, she lied during that test. But she loved the frames, she loved the attention she was getting, but she kept wearing them for years. And her eyes kept adjusting to the prescription, and the prescription kept getting stronger and stronger. We'll flash forward 10 years, and now every day, she wears a pair of the thickest glasses because she actually can barely see without them now. And she's pretty sure it's because back in second grade, she lied when taking the eye test, and she ruined her eyesight forever. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. This girl's mom had a crazy rule. When she was a kid, she wasn't allowed to wear shirts that had faces on them. No Mickey Mouse, no kittens, no superheroes, nothing alive. It had to be plain or something neutral, like a soccer ball, a pumpkin. Letters were fine, but if it was a face, heck no. One day, this girl's grandma bought her a Frozen t-shirt. It was for her birthday. She opened it very excited. Oh my gosh, Grandma, I love Frozen. But her mom quietly folded it back up. Nope, we're returning it. The grandma asked why, and all she said was, we don't wear faces in this house. Years later, she doesn't know why her mom had that rule, but her mom still says that it was important, and she stands by what she did. That's low-key messed up. This teacher roasted his students. So in this 10th grade history class, the teacher has a tradition. Every Friday before the bell, he would roast one student. I'm gonna roast Steven today. Nothing too mean, just a little bit fun, like tiny little digs. Steven, your haircut looks like your little brother did it with a lawnmower. And your handwriting looks like a 5-year-old's. I'm just kidding around. Have a good weekend, guys. Pretty much all the kids laughed it off, but one kid, he was kind of a quiet kid, he starts a notebook, and he calls this Operation Final Bell. He passes this notebook around every week to other students in this class, and people write roasts of that teacher. One-liners, history burns, everything. By May, this notebook's absolutely packed. The last day of school comes, the bell rings, and the teacher goes, all right, guys, one last roast for old time's sake, huh? This kid then stands up and goes, yeah, but this time, we roast you. Wait, what? Yeah, you walk like you're mad at the floor. Your breath smells like a cat pooped in it. You dress like you buy clothes from the clearance rack at an old lady's store. We've learned more about your midlife crisis than the subject you teach. And you look goofy in that hat. Kinda harsh. But hey, I get it. That's a good one, guys. And then everyone leaves for the summer. Hey, can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, right? This kid's dad had a rule about cereal. You were not allowed to open a new box until the old one was completely gone. Every last crumb had to be eaten. The boxes would stay on top of the refrigerator, lined up in order from oldest to newest. If box 1 wasn't finished, box 2 would not be opened. One afternoon, this kid's dad came home with a brand new cereal that looked absolutely delicious. Oh, that looks so good. Kids got so excited until they remembered, dude, doesn't your dad have a rule about cereal? Because there was still 6 boxes of cereal still on that fridge. So his friend, who was sleeping over that night, looked at each other. Let's eat them all then. Okay. For the next hour and a half, they ate bowl after bowl of cereal. There's like Frosted Flakes, Raisin Bran, Cocoa Puffs. By the time they finally reached the brand new box, they were so full of cereal and milk, this kid's friend puked on the floor. And then that made him puke. Neither of them could take another bite. Guess we'll just try it tomorrow morning then. Yeah, I guess you're right. The dad came downstairs, looked at this mess, and knew exactly what happened. Then he just laughed to himself. That's crazy. There was a family who kept the same gallon of unopened chocolate milk for 6 years. When the dad bought it 6 years ago, nobody was allowed to drink it. He was convinced that unopened food and beverage would become a collectible and rare over time. He started referring to the milk as an investment. Every few months, he would take it out of the fridge, polish it down, and put it back in the exact same spot. The kids weren't even allowed to move it. One afternoon, the son was moving it around looking for a juice box in the fridge. Careful! That could pay for your college one day! Sure it will, Dad. Sure it will. He's insane. They all thought their dad was insane, but the dad kept researching old food online, on eBay, and kept showing the family. See, look, this unopened bag of chips sold for $2 grand last year. Yeah, Dad, that's chips. You're saving milk. Eventually, he bought a tiny refrigerator just to keep this gallon of milk in, and he put a lock on it. The family begged him to throw it away every single day, but he wouldn't. By the end of year 6, this gallon of milk was getting swollen. And one night, they heard a pop coming from the garage. He goes in there. The milk carton had exploded in that tiny fridge that he bought. The smell was so bad, they had to hire a crime scene cleanup company to come and clean it up. This kid said his dad wouldn't stop crying for days. That's pretty sus. He graduated 8th grade. I freaking did it. And his school gave him a free meal card for Cane's. I love Cane's. It was his golden ticket. He guarded it like it was a national treasure. But the thing is, whenever he was driving home or to somewhere with his mom, he would always ask, Mom, I'm hungry. Can I please use my Cane's card now? She would say, No, sweetie, because it's only for one Cane's meal. What about your siblings? They'll feel left out. Well, I can use the card and you can pay for their meals. You think I made the money? So the card has lived in his wallet, unused, waiting. Then one day, he goes into his wallet to look at it. It's gone, and he wasn't the one that used it. So now it's a full-blown investigation. He goes downstairs. Where's my Cane's card? Did somebody use my Cane's card? His little sister said, no. But he said in that moment, he began to smell the sauce. So he looks in the garbage can. Cane's box. You? His little sister cracks instantly. I went to a doctor's appointment today, and Mom took me to Cane's. She used her card. She grabbed it out of your wallet last night. His mom came home and she didn't really have a reason why she did this. This kid was heartbroken. The betrayal was biblical. He didn't talk to his mom for weeks after that. That's messed up, dude. Meet Johnny. Johnny thought he was the smartest kid in the 7th grade. He spent all Monday night practicing his fake stomach pains. Ooh. Something kind of hurts. I hope I'm not getting sick. I hope you feel better, sweetie. Well, it works, because on Tuesday morning, his mom fell for it. Oh, Mom, the pain is worse. Oh, my poor baby. Well, I'm heading to work. I'll call you into school. Stay home. Get some rest. Okay. He felt like he pulled off the heist of a century. Spent all day playing video games, thinking to himself, my friends are probably so jealous of me right now. Well, the next morning, he goes back to school. Walks in like a king. What's up, guys? The second he gets into the building, he stops. The floors look extra shiny. Everyone's huddled in different groups, watching a video on their phone. He sees his friends. Yo, what's up? His friend says, Bro, you picked the worst day to be sick. Apparently, during 3rd period the day before, there was supposed to be a routine fire drill, but it wasn't just the alarm that went off. Something malfunctioned, and the sprinklers in the main hallway went off. We're talking gallons and gallons and gallons of water hitting those floors. One kid even took the bathroom soap and sprayed it on the floors as the sprinklers were coming down. Slip and slide! The best part was, it was 100 degrees outside, so this felt awesome. Teachers were sliding, the principal slipped, the weird kid from class used a lunch tray as a boogie board. Everybody went home soaking wet, but they said it was the best day of school ever, and that's all anyone talked about for years. But there was Johnny. Oh, that sounds fun. It was amazing. Hope you're feeling better, by the way. Oof. Tough break. This kid noticed something about the Gatorade machine at his school. Only 2 flavors, yellow and blue. Now, nobody touched the yellow ones because the yellow Gatorades suck. So whenever they went there, they were getting the blue ones. Well, one morning before first period, he walks to the Gatorade machine and he notices that there's only 8 blue Gatorades left, but there's a ton of yellow ones. Well, he took a risk and he decided to buy every single blue Gatorade left, all 8. He carries them to his locker and he puts them in this little cooler he would bring to school every day that held his lunch. It kept the Gatorades cold. Well, at lunch, everybody went to the vending machine. They were ticked off. Wait, only yellow left? That sucks! Kids are standing there like, yo, what happened? That's when this kid came out of nowhere. Yeah, sorry guys, there was only 8 blue Gatorades left this morning, so I got them all. Yo, can I buy one from you? How much you gonna give me? $1.50 like the vending machine takes? No, you see, because now there's supply and demand. I gotta charge you more than the vending machine. Fine, I'll give you $3. Yeah, dude, I'm so thirsty. 4? Deal. He sold all of those Gatorades for an upcharge, and he made pure profit that day. It wasn't crazy money. The next day, he tried to do it again, but at that point, the school had restocked all the blue Gatorades, so it would have been insane to buy 30 of them. But hey, that's the mindset you need, my friends, and you gotta respect the frickin' hustle, baby. You called 911? I didn't know what else to do. So this kid, let's call him Ben, he's 11, and one day he's home alone for like an hour after school. The normal thing, he's chilling, he's eating cereal, watching TV. Then the power goes out. No lights, no Wi-Fi, no microwave. This kid panics. What's going on? He runs to the kitchen, flips every switch. Nothing. He checks the breaker. He doesn't even know what a breaker is. He just remembers his dad saying it. So what does he do? He calls 911. Hey, what's your emergency? My house. It's broken. Fire truck, police, they show up to the house. His mom pulls into the driveway and sees the entire scene, all the red and blue lights, and she flips out. Oh my God, what happened? And Ben just stands there. I thought there was something terribly wrong with the house. Everyone communicates and they get to the bottom of this. Turns out the utility company had a planned outage, and the mom knew about this days in advance. The police leave, the utility guy is laughing. His mom doesn't say a word. She can't believe what her son has done. Later that night during dinner, I'm sorry about today. It's fine. Just next time when the lights go out, please don't call the fire department. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable request.